is the 1st of July and I will be filming, well, I am filming my June 2024 budget recap, and then I'm also going to be sharing my July budget. It's a little bit later than I like to share, but this is because just so many things were happening in the month of June and I figured let's just film when I have time. So I do have time today. July is one of my favorite months because I was born in July, hence Budget with a July Dreamer. And I am just excited for this month, especially that the weather has turned for the better. It's been super hot, which I absolutely love. For me, it's not very UK-esque, but we love to see it. So I do have my trusted laptop here where I'll be going over my June budget. I have my 2 planners here to help me through today's video, and it won't only be about money but also about the books from the month of June and what I'm planning to read in the month of July. So that is the premise for today's video. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with recapping the month of June, then going over the June budget and the books that I read and activities that happened. Then I'm going to go over into July segment and just share with you my July budget. Today is the 1st and I've already inputted about 8 expenses. My bills come out between the 1st and the 5th of the month, so this is why I already have expenses in my July budget, and then we'll go over what I've got planned for July and then the books as well. So let's get into it. I won't be doing a screen record, but I'll be doing screen grabs of my trackers. So starting off first, we're going to start with June's cash flow summary. So for the month of June, I budgeted that I was going to bring in 6,100 from all sources of income, and I actually brought in just under 8,000 pounds. So I brought in 7,951 and 39 pence. Then in terms of the bills, I projected that I was going to send at least 2,500 plus. I spent just under 2,500, so I spent 2,483 and 39 pence. Then for my expenses, I budgeted 1,680. I overspent a little bit and I spent 1,692 and 98 pence, and we'll talk about this in a moment. Then savings, I say 200 pounds. I did manage the 200 pounds, but I also took out money from my savings, so this subtracted from what I'd actually put in and left me at minus 8520. Investments, I budgeted 800 pounds. I sent 910 and 24 pence. And then for debt, I budgeted 900 pounds. I sent 1,062 pounds and 55 pence. So that left me with 1,887 and 43 pence, which is what I have used to pay my July bills. So with the income, there isn't really much to say there. My usual income sources, you know, my salary, my blog, my Etsy, other income as well. In terms of the bills, June was the 1st month that I paid a really high mortgage amount. Like I said, I think I mentioned this in my mortgage update video. So my mortgage went up by 600 pounds. I was paying 871 and 93 pence. I'm now paying 1,400 plus, which is crazy, but these are the times we're living in now. So June was the 1st month where I paid that amount. I'm actually somebody who loves to round up, so instead of paying the actual amount, let me see, the amount was 1,472 and 45 pence. Instead of paying this, I paid an additional amount to bring it to 1,500 even, because I prefer it that way. And again, June was the 1st month where I had moved the advanced mortgage from the debt section to the bill section, because it is a mortgage, so it's a bill, although it's a debt, but I treat it the way I treat my normal mortgage, because both of them are my mortgage on this main home. So I didn't feel it right to be in the debt section, and I explained this in redefining debt video, which I'll link up in the cards and in the description bar below as well. So because of these two expenses, especially the mortgage being quite high, it changed how much I send in terms of my bills from just under 1,500 to over 2,500. So this is the biggest shift that you will see for the rest of the year, because this is my new mortgage amount. Obviously it will fluctuate, it's on standard variable, it will fluctuate based on the interest rates that the Bank of England says we're at, and then what the banks themselves put on. So that is why I'm paying such a high rate. But other than that, the rest of the bills were fine. The only thing that didn't come out in June was my second mobile, but this has come out today, the 1st of July. So that is for the bills. If I jump over to my expenses, I'm quite happy that I didn't spend my £200 for groceries, and this is because I spent a week and a half out of the country. I was traveling for work and for myself as well with my friends, so this is why. But other than that, even restaurants, I didn't spend my full budget. Coffee and social actually surprised me. I only spent £15 out of the £75 that I had budgeted, which is unheard of in my life, but we're happy, very happy. For gifts and tithe, I budgeted 100. I was able to gift and tithe 272 and 45 pence. Self-care came in a little bit over this time because I got my hair done and there was just a number of things that I wanted to get done, so this came in a little bit over. I budget every single month 150. I spent just under £200 this time around, so almost £50 over. Shopping, I was fine. Subscriptions, I was fine. Travel, I budgeted 300, but on the last day, which was last week Monday actually, I ended up buying a lot of things as souvenirs and stuff I wanted for my home, so that brought me over. So I was over by £100. I ended up spending £402.09. Housing was also another category where I was over by £20. I budgeted 70. I spent over £90. Business, I budgeted 200. I came in just under 140. So yeah, pretty good there. And then for my savings and sinking funds, even though it doesn't really reflect it, because for my emergency fund it looks like I took out 20 pence, I actually added more to my emergency fund, but then life and I had to take money out from my emergency fund, so that is why this is minus 20. But to my vacation fund, I was able to send £115. I initially budgeted £100, but I'm glad I was able to send a little bit more. If I go to my investment summary, with my investments, there wasn't anything here too surprising. I did just add in £100 extra than what I was expecting for my free trade, so all good there. And then debt summary, same again here. So now just have the Zopa loan and the credit card, so everything that's not, well, if it's not Vodafone or Klarna, it's a credit card. So yeah, I was able to send a little bit more to my credit cards, but I also went on vacation and I put some expenses on that as well. Don't come for me, I know already, but I made that decision knowing full well that this was going to happen. So but anyway, that's the debt summary. I just want to say, for the month of June, I feel like I was doing a little of push and pull kind of thing. Like I'll put money into my savings and then I'll take in a different savings out, because even, I mean, firstly, sinking funds, I took out £200 from the sinking funds for an expense that I was expecting. That's what sinking funds are for. But then there's things that happened in June that were not expected, hence I put for my emergency fund. But it also felt like, oh, I put in my emergency fund, I take out from my sinking funds for something completely unrelated. So it was an interesting month overall. What I loved is that for the month of June, the theme was consistency equals success. So I have actually, when I shared my mid-year financial check-in, I mentioned in that video that I am really focusing more on my progress and not perfection, because it is so easy to go down the route of, oh, I haven't achieved the things that I wanted to achieve. Well, okay, that happened because, like I said in that video, when we were setting the annual goals for 2024, we were in different state of life. Most of us, we were doing different things, and 6 months in, things have changed, and now we need to adapt to make sure we can accomplish our goals or reevaluate our priorities. So I'm glad that the monthly reminder was consistency equals success. So I have been more focused on being consistent with doing things that help me achieve my goals. And if I achieve, great. If I don't, oh well, I'm still trying. That's the most important thing. So whilst we're still in my budget tracker, I do also have the June reminders and the top priorities for June. So my June reminders were to support my mom at the market in Cambridge. I did that. I said to book and attend Reformers Pilates. This is a monthly thing that I do with my friend. I absolutely love it, and we did that. And today we just booked the one for July. And then I said travel with the girls abroad, and I gave myself a budget of £300. I haven't ticked this because I didn't achieve it. And then I said to run the 5k pack run. You guys, I did it. It was this gone weekend on Saturday, and I literally was just like, I know no one here. Everybody was friendly and what have you, but everybody was focusing on their run. And I was just like, you know what, do the best that you can. I was one of the last people to finish, but I'm so glad I still went and I finished. I wasn't the last person. There was like 20 people behind me. I am very happy about that. I am super happy that I was able to achieve this. And actually, this was my personal best, because when I am running in the gym, I'm a very slow runner. So it's kind of like, it takes me almost like 50 minutes to run the 5k on the treadmill. And when I did it on Saturday, they told me that my time was 41 minutes. So that was pretty good. My Apple Watch says I did it in 43 minutes, but this is because I forgot to stop it when I finished the run. But I'm very happy that I was able to do this, you guys. It was so surreal, so surreal. I can't believe that I ran my first 5k pack run. I can't wait to do another one. Hopefully I can do another one in July. But yeah, you guys, so yeah, so that was June's reminders. My camera is flashing, so I don't know how much we have, but let's see the top priorities. And yeah, so top priorities, 2 of them was send extra towards my credit cards. I didn't do this. I did, but also didn't because I spent on those credit cards. So I've not ticked these 2 because I didn't, in all honesty. And then I said to set Q3 2024 financial goals. I've done this, and I'll make a video for this for next week. And then I said to reset for the second half of the year. I did this as well, and I'm very happy that I was able to do this as well. So overall, financially speaking, it was a great month. It could be better, but it wasn't bad. I'm happy with the progress that I have made with the goals. I did my best, so that's the most important thing for me, and I'm glad I did that. So that is June. Now, in terms of books, I was only able to read one, and it's this book, How to Kill Men and Get Away with It. It was a slow burn for me. I absolutely loved it in the end. Like when I got to the middle, it started to pick up, and I absolutely love this book. I highly recommend it. Katie Brent really did her thing here. I love her writing style, and the reason I read this is because I read her first book, which is this one, The Murder After the Night Before. This one left me feeling very thirsty for more of her books. I'm actually going to go look if she's got any more books, because I absolutely loved this. Oh, that was a postman. I absolutely love this. And now that I have read, I have read her other book, I can't wait to read more of her books. Absolutely loved her books, you guys. Like, yeah, so highly recommend this author. I'm gonna see if she has more books, and I want to buy some of her books. The other book that I have been wanting to read, it's going on 3 months now, is The Ritual. I have the Kindle version. Started reading it, it just wasn't picking up for me. So I was like, maybe, because I was also in a reading slump, so I was like, oh, maybe I should buy the hard copy. And when it came, it's like a Bible, you guys. It is, oh, it's a big book, but I'm gonna start in the month of July. I don't know if I'll finish it, but I'm gonna start. And there's 2 more books that I have on the go on my Kindle, so I'm actually going to be reading 2 books at the same time. So Fall Into Temptation by Lucy's Cole is what I'm reading right now on the Kindle, and then I'm gonna restart The Ritual, but on a hard copy instead of the Kindle. So these are the books that I'm thinking for the month of July. We seem to still be going and my battery is flashing like mad, so let's see what I can get done with this video for July budget. So July's monthly reminder is we cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. Max Dupree. Love this quote, and it couldn't be more fitting, especially as it's my birthday month. So in terms of the theme, that is what we're working with. I love this monthly reminder. So for the July reminders that I have set for myself, I have to celebrate my 37th birthday. I turned 37 this year. Very excited. I have booked a place in London. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm gonna be there with 4 of my very best friends. Happy about that. I'm gonna attend Pilates with one of my best friends, and then attend one of my friends' nephew's first birthday. We are the supportive auntie community, so we're gonna go celebrate him and then spend time with the gym girls. So I have my best friends that I met at uni, then I've got my gym girls that I met at the gym, and then I've got other group friends. So I try to maintain all my friendships. Obviously I can't be everywhere at the same time, but I try to keep in touch, and thanks to social media, you know, WhatsApp groups and all, we are able to stay in each other's lives. Obviously we've all got busy lives, but I try to make a priority of at least communicating if I can't see people. My top goals for July are to go and vote July 4th. I know this is a big day for my US viewers, US Americans, but for us, we're going to vote. And I'm Labour. This year, although their manifesto has left me questioning a couple of things, I'm still Labour, so I'm gonna vote Labour. Last time I voted Conservatives, but this year I'm going back to Labour. I said to book my eye appointment and also attend my dentist appointments, because I'm getting to that age where all my appointments, my doctor's appointments, are important appointments. So I need to do that. I said I want to review and update all my rental insurances, and I've got a story about this. I did talk about it in my media check-in, and I'll leave it for that video. And then I also say to meet with my tax advisor, so I'm meeting him on the 3rd. We're gonna just look at my finances and see what I can claim on my taxes, and also see if I can have him on board. Okay, so my Canon died. Yeah, this is what I film on. My Canon died when I was talking about my tax accountant. So yeah, even my camera doesn't like accountants, but we move. So I was saying I need to meet with my accountant. I'm due to meet my accountant, I think, on the 3rd of July. We're gonna talk about everything, my rental properties and all of that good jazz. So these are my top goals that I have for the month of July. With that out of the way, let us now go to the budget. And again, I'm not going to do a screen record. We're just going to do screen grabs. So for the month of July, I have estimated in terms of my income that I'll bring in $6,350. At the time of filming this video, I have already spent $1,900 because, like I said, I pay my bills between the 1st of the month to the 5th of the month, and then I've got a couple, 1 or 2 here and there, but all my bills come out the first week of the month. And then my investments, so these come out the day after I get paid. I get paid in the middle of the month, so they come out then. And yeah, so that's just how it is. So $6,350 is what I am projecting. For my bills, I am projecting $2,515. Expenses, I'm projecting 1,700. Savings, I'm projecting 335 pounds. And this morning I've taken out £1,000 for my emergency fund. Like, yo, July is gonna be an interesting month. That's for sure. It's gonna be an interesting month. Investments, I have budgeted £800, and debt, I have budgeted £1,000 even. So my mortgage and my advanced mortgage have just come out. Council taxes come out, combined utilities, income protection, life insurance has come out, travel insurance has come out, my gym has come out. or two more about the first payment, because I think this one is for June that I've charged has come out, and that's it in terms of my bills. So I've spent 2,667 and 88 pence so far. I still have Vodafone for my internet and my phone line rental to come through, but that also includes my YouTube Premium. So that is yet to come out, about £40. And then I've got Avios subscription that is also due to come out this week. And then I think on Friday I should have my investment to the Lycer go out as well. It's a direct debit. In terms of my expenses, only my subscriptions have come out so far, as well as, oh, do you know what, these flipping devices scare the Jesus out of me, because Alexa is talking by herself in my kitchen, like the fact, excuse my French. Anyway, so for my variable expenses, like I was saying, only my subscriptions have come out, and then I've just made a booking for this Saturday for my pre-birthday celebration, so that cost me a pretty penny, so I've put that under self-care. But yeah, and then nothing much to say in terms of savings and sinking funds. Same thing with my debt, and same thing with my investments. Not much change there. I do know that there's going to be a change for my income protection for next month. They've already informed me in the month of June that in August the amount is going up. So right now I am paying just under £85, but from next month I'll be paying just under £90. So what I've done is, for the month of July I have put in £90, even though I know it's still under £85. I've put in £90 just because it will help me remember for next month as well. So I'm starting to do this earlier than forgetting for next month and being surprised when I get charged. So to avoid that, I'm putting 90 now, and then when I copy the numbers over, I do them manually anyway. I'll be able to just have that in my noggin. For my variable expenses, surprising thing here is I'm not traveling in July, so I've budgeted $0 for travel, which is the first for me, but life be lifing. But yeah, so that is it for the July budget. I'm very excited for my birthday celebration. Like I said, I am going to be meeting with my friends this weekend in London, and just booked the most amazing restaurant ever. I can't wait to go. On the birthday itself, on the Sunday, I'm not really planning to do anything. I was thinking of going to a spa, but we shall see. We shall see. I'm gonna see either today or tomorrow if there is a spa near me. I've got a subscription for a spa in Reading, but I'm not feeling like driving to Reading on my birthday. I don't want to drive for 45 minutes, 1 hour. Yeah, so we're not gonna do that. But yeah, that is the budget for the month of July. Again, with books, I'm gonna dig into this one. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while, because the writing is not too small, but it's not big enough either. But I'm excited to read this. It was all over my TikTok, so yeah, a couple of months ago, and I wanted to wait for the hype to go down, and I think it has, so I'm gonna do that. But yes, you guys, this is my June 2024 budget recap, as well as my July 2024 budget planning. So we'll just call it the July monthly reset video, because that is exactly what it is. But yeah, so happy new month, you guys. I'm excited for this month. I'm celebrating every single day until the end of the month, even though my birthday is only on the 7th, but I'll be celebrating it every single day until the month ends. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video, which is going to be, well, tomorrow I'm filming Transfer Tuesday tomorrow, and then the next video after this one you'll see will be my June debt-free update video, which will be on the Friday. So thank you, and I'll see you in my next one.